Happy Friday, everybody. So excited to be here. I'm unfortunately not on Instagram tonight because I just can't do all the things today. And so you're only going to catch me here on Facebook. Maybe I'll upload it to IGTV later or something. I don't know. I sometimes do that. I sometimes upload these to my YouTube channel, which, by the way, is at Learn to Love Your Story. What? There's 1,000 subscribers, so I have my actual name instead of the gobbledygook that your YouTube channel can be. It's like X3529. It's garbage until you get to 1,000 subscribers. So thank you. I'm so excited about that. So tonight is a very busy night. I'm just going to pop in real quick, talk a little bit at you about what's coming up. But what's coming up in an hour at 6 p.m. is the very last of the master classes that I did for the week. Don't fret. They stay up. So they're recorded. I do them in the private Facebook group called Take Back Your Life Masterclass. Yeah, you totally will know me because it's teal green and it has a group of women Take Back Your Life Masterclass. So you can look that up and you can, ask to be invited in. I have all over my social media feeds, places where you can register, and you can go to learntoloveyourstory.com, click on the pop-up, and it will bring you to a screen where you can register that way as well. So really, no excuses, because guess what? They're up until Halloween. They're up for another week and a half-ish. So if you missed seeing me live Monday through Friday this week, telling you all about how to create a growth mindset and learn to love your story, then you are not left out, because you can still join the Facebook group and you can still watch the recordings or like do what I do, which is to listen to it like a podcast. If I've missed something, then I usually on one of my walks just put it on some headphones and I get the gist of what I missed. I'm not using charts, people, so it's all me blabbling at you. So you can do it that way. You can certainly look at it or listen to it like it's a podcast, but you also can look at it all the way up until October 31st. And after that, so 6 p.m. tonight, last masterclass. This one is on the new you, which is how you create this growth mindset that lets you pivot through any troubles in your life, like literally the worst of the challenges that you've ever seen. With these skill sets, you will be able to pivot through. And afterwards, I'm going to meet with people and answer questions about group coaching, because group coaching starts October 26th, already next Tuesday. Oh my goodness, right? So there's lots of things that are happening tonight. So I'm just popping in real quick. But I really, if you're here and you're interested at all, at 6 p.m. in the Take Back Your Life Master class private group, I'm going to be talking about this concept. Western culture is not super friendly about emotions that are negative, that they think of as negative. So things like anxiety, sadness, disappointment, any of the things that have that negative connotation according to culture or social norms or whatever, we've been taught to really push against. Like something is broken in us when we're feeling that way if we can't get out of it. And what this last evening is really about is myth busting that, which I know sounds a little odd, but just go with me for a second. Feelings are not good and aren't not good. It's a double negative, but I don't like to say bad. So they aren't good and they aren't not good. Feelings are messages. At a very basic level, biologically and emotionally, they are messages. Biologically, they are transmitted via neurotransmitters in our body. And those chemicals, if you break them down, are just long strings of proteins. And long strings of proteins come and push themselves together when things are happening in our environment so that we feel the feeling of whatever it is that the message should be that our environment is telling us about. So like, let me put this in perspective. When you lose a loved one, you're sad, you're mad about it, you're bargaining. It's all the grief and loss stages, right? But there's tons of feelings that go into that. Your environment where somebody is lost is going to keep representing to you things that have changed because that person's not there. And all that's happening is proteins are linking together and creating neurotransmitters in your body to tell you how you feel about that, what that means in respect to your life. It isn't something that we should be so afraid of or push away from. They're just messages. And if they stick around for a while, it must be that we haven't quite gotten the entire message. And anytime a life transition of any magnitude shows up, of course they're going to stick around for a while. That's the whole point, people, is that everything has changed significantly enough, like a death, like a job loss, or a new job. Because remember, we get stressed even if it's a positive thing, and it's going to stick around for a hot minute. Like, that's what it's supposed to do until we adjust. It keeps telling us not enough change, adjust over here, do something over here, do something over there. It's like, you know, having a friend watching you hang pictures on the wall and you're trying to get them straight and they're like, yeah, up a little bit on the right side, no, down a little bit now. That's basically what we consider negative emotions are supposed to be doing. They're supposed to be telling us the soft, vulnerable points in our life where we need to pay attention and readjust our life around so that we can find joy again. But the truth of the matter is that humans are wired for joy. We are wired for it. That is really what we want. We're seeking the dopamine, serotonin, the oxytocin, all the feel-good chemicals that are also part of our body. So the painful ones are really only there long enough to tell us, here's what's happening in your environment. Make a change. Push that picture up a little bit, bring it down a little bit, until we do all those things, and then it settles, and then we find joy again. And that is what Learn to Love Your Story teaches you. That growth mindset across these 5 different subject matters really just puts into place everything that you're going to need to pivot out of any life circumstance. So I really would advise that you come to the masterclass tonight, or that you join the Take Back Your Life masterclass itself, Facebook group itself, so that you can watch all 5 of these videos. It's basically 5 hours of free stuff until October 31st. And then I take it off. So please go to the Take Back Your Life masterclass, or go to learntoloveyourstory.com right now. Get registered for the masterclass, and then you have access for all of next week. And you can just, every day when you're on your walk, listen to it like a podcast. Or if you're commuting in now, you can listen to it during your commute and fill yourself with lots of knowledge about how you too can learn to love your story with self-compassionate awareness. Okay. One more thing before I go, 6 p.m. masterclass tonight live if you want to join it live. But one more thing, I will be on November the 9th, I wrote it down. That's why I looked down. At 7 p.m. I am joining a group of so many good practitioners in their fields. Oh my gosh, it's called Women of Brilliance. It's a summit. So there's 6 of us that are going to be presenting on what our, take is on self-care. So it's all about self-care and helping you to rethink what self-care is, to tap into different resources energetically within your relationships, within your mindset. It's amazing that these 6 ladies, 5 and myself are getting together. And my job is to kick the whole thing off. So on November 9th at 7 p.m., I will be part of the Women of Brilliance Summit. And I'll put a little bit of a link here. Just if you watch the live, then you can find it really quick. And you'll be seeing me advertise about this in the next weeks as well. So please sign up. You will not regret it. There are 5 other professionals. There's, somebody who's going to talk to you about how you can really empower yourself through your relationships. someone talking about the boundaries of when we say no and when we say yes and how we do that. Finding our purpose, learning how energetically we are and how that helps us to find our purpose. There is so many things that you want to go to the Women of Brilliance Summit on self-care for. So I'll let you know now. I'll put a link in the comments later, and you can register that way. You'll see me advertise about that through the week though. And if you want to join us tonight for my free hour-long class on growth mindset, how to learn to love your story, essentially wrapping all of that up from my masterclass all week, that's at 6 p.m. in the Take Back Your Life Masterclass Facebook group. So if you're not a part of it, try to find it on Facebook and you can get in that way, or you can go over to learntoloveyourstory.com right now. Click when the pop-up comes up and you can get registered that way. Have a great weekend. It's a beautiful fall weekend where I am in Minnesota, so I hope it's beautiful wherever you are. Have a great weekend, and I will see you live at 5 on Friday next week.